to start with register. Let's do this. Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Ralph. And I'm glad po na nandito kayo with celebrating the National Heroes Day despite of the issues with regard to traffic na may blockage sa EDSA. I hope you didn't have some trouble na papunta dito. I was expecting actually we were going here ng mga 3 hours travel time. Buti na lang hindi na inabot ng gano'n. Galing pa po kasi kami ng Paranaque. So, may I know everyone lang po, may we have a round of introduction. I'm pretty sure kanina po nagkukwentuhan na kayo. But I am Ralph. Siguro mag-ano lang po tayo, magbigay tayo ng small fact about ourselves. So I am Ralph. I am 27 years old. I play the guitar. So something about yourself lang po. Simula tayo sa inyo, sir.
My name is El Gadjel Candelaria and I am single.
Fact yun. Fact. Yeah. Sir?
I am Alvin Lozano. Present, I'm handling my own business.
May I ask, sir, which industry?
Plastic cement na.
Cement, okay.
Supply.
I see. Okay. Moving on, Sir Rom.
I am Rom Tumagun. I am 27 years old. I am single.
Single din.
And I play the cello.
Fact din yun. Sir?
Pacey Enriquez.
Pacey?
Yes. Data center operator.
Okay.
And Miss Marion, they call me I'm beginner in investments.
Okay.
I'm Juan Emerlino, retired government employee from Pag-ibig.
Pag-ibig. Okay. Nice.
I am
Sir?
Noel. I'm working at AGNP.
AGNP. My mom used to work for AGNP before 1980s pa. Pero
Iba pa yung logo no?
yes, yung dilaw na may nakasombrero.
sombrero.
Yes. Sir?
I'm Walter Madriaga. Personally, I'm working with Maricona City and I am a radiation therapist, so I only cater cancer patients.
Oh.
I hope I don't see you in the future.
Ayaw
So-
din kita makita, sir.
Dito lang tayo magkikita-kita pag sa hospital. Okay. So, well, today is the National Heroes Day, so we're glad that you have celebrated it with us. Meron tayong mga food pa rin mamaya. If you feel gusto nyo lumabas, parang masarap yung lasagna. You can feel free to do so. But national heroes, our national heroes are defined by if you say sino bang mga national heroes natin, first people in mind are Jose Rizal, Andres Bonifacio, and Emilio Aguinaldo, and to name a few, Apolinario Mabini, Tandang Sora, and everyone else. But today, the national heroes of today, as we define it, are the OFWs. Yan yung mga taong nagbibigay ng tulong sa mga pamilya natin. Most likely, if hindi natin nuclear family ang mga OFW, probably may pinsan tayo, may tito, tita, lolo, lola na wala na dito sa Pilipinas but working abroad. Even mga immigrants or mga naturalized citizens na on their respective countries. But on a lighter note, ginagawa nila sa economy ng Philippines is they actually have a record. We had a record nung last year, nung October. The Philippines as an economy are not that susceptible for economic crisis. Mainly because one of the big chunks of the economies of the Philippines are coming from the OFWs. Last year, October 2014, nagkaroon tayo ng record at $2.224 billion na pumasok dito sa Pilipinas within that month alone. So, it's very healthy for the Philippines. So, kahit magkaroon ng Asian crisis, madami tayong pinanggagalingan ng pera all over the world. So, yun. So, on that note, we can be heroes as well in this sense sa forex trading. because we will be sources of inflows of cash din. Once we trade and once we profit, unti-unti din tayong magdadala ng mga pera dito sa Pilipinas. So, this is our super trader. What can you expect in this module this afternoon? Mabilis lang din naman tayo. I would rather spend more time us talking personally later kung may mga questions kayo personally para magkakaroon tayo ng mga customized training sa inyo. We have our modules then weekly. Nagbibigay kami ng mga modules dito sa office. And sometimes, pinupuntahan din namin yung mga clients. But here, specifically, we will give you a short info about the Forex market. What it is, ano ba to, ano bang makukuha ko rito. Basic MT4 navigation. Ang MT4 or the MetaTrader 4 is our platform. So that's where we trade online sa either sa computer, either sa tablet, or either sa mga phones. And why FBS? Maraming mga brokers dito sa Pilipinas. And bakit ba FBS? So let's first start with discussing the integral of the polynomials. Hindi po. Forex is very simple. Minsan magiging complicated siya with day-to-day basis. Marami po tayong mga pinag-uusapan with regard to the economies of other countries. But what our jobs here is to make it simple. So sa inyo po, sino po yung mga talagang, if 0 to 10, 10 being the expert, sino yung mga nasa 0 to 3 level po dito when it comes to Forex?
0.
Marami pa. Okay.
0.1.
Yung mga hindi po nagtaas na kamay, if you would grade yourself 0 to 10, 0 din. Pero wala.
Alam ko ibig sabihin ng Forex.
Okay, so what is FX? FX, foreign exchange or Forex, is simply the largest financial market in the world. Meron tayong mga bonds, meron tayong mga securities, meron tayong stocks, may commodities pa tayo, but the largest financial market in the world is the foreign exchange. Ang volume niya is $6 trillion a day. So isipin nyo, $6 trillion. 6 trillion pesos nga lang, it's too much to handle na. But $6 trillion every day, yun yung tinatrade all over the world. Well, if we compare this to the stock market, sa New York, which is the biggest stock market in the world, they trade around 22 to 25 billion dollars per day. So 25 billion versus 6 trillion, ang layo ng difference. Well, the market participants in this market, most likely nakasama na kayo dito. Medyo lugi naman talaga ang ibang markets because not everyone are trading stocks, not everyone are trading gold, precious metals, not trading oil, not trading bonds. But I'm pretty sure may mga pera kayo sa mga bulsa nyo ngayon. So, in a sense, kahit hindi kayo nagpapapalit ngayon ng local currencies, but most likely you have already participated in the forex market. So, as a consumer, if you have bought something online in USD or in pounds, kung nag-order kayo and you use your credit card in peso, automatically in-exchange na yun ng banko for you. So, you have already participated in that. Next, if you have traveled somewhere in Asia, somewhere in Europe, somewhere in the US, you have bought your peso or you have brought your US dollars and exchange it in the local currency nung pinuntahan yung bansa. Next, the players here are the governments and central banks. So the governments and central banks acts as the heart of the economy. They actually pump kung saan yung mapupunta yung pera by changing the interest rates, nag-encourage sila ng mga investors outside and ng mga imports and exports. So they do the fiscal and monetary policies for that. Next are the import and export companies in general. So if you are a big company and you import, you pay the exporting country with their currency. So nagpapapalit ka rin in the process. Next are the banks and financial institutions. So these people are the intermediaries. So sila mismo yung nagpapapalit. So when you have, kasama na rin dito yung mga money changers sa mga airport, sa Malate, or kung saan man, sa mga hotel. So kasama sila dito. And lastly, yung mga online traders, which you will be in a few hours from now. So we will help you with that. Kasama dito yung, with the online traders, normally, right now, we are ranging from 25 to 30% of the volume every day. So dumadami na rin ang mga forex traders online within all over the world. Within the Philippines, medyo, as I can say, as an industry, it's been here for a decade, more than a decade now, but it's not as popular as stocks, as mutual funds, as insurances. So this one is our advocacy na rin for teaching financial literacy for the Filipinos. So the characteristics of forex trading, first is trading the value of the economies. So economies of the countries na tinatrade natin. If we are trading the US dollar, we are studying the economy of the US. If we are trading the euro, we are studying the economies of the European Union countries. It is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. So we start with Sydney, Australia. So as nagsisimula tayo sa Sydney markets, nagbubukas yan around 4 or 5 a.m. locally. And then we move on to Tokyo, and then we move on to London, and we move on to US. So kapag nagsara na yung US market at 5 a.m. in the morning, magbubukas na naman ang Australian market. So we have a 24-hour day. So maganda to sa mga may day jobs. Like Sir Walter, kahit anong oras nasa shifting si Sir Walter, mapaumaga, mapagabi, he can take opportunity of the market. You can profit or on bullish or bearish markets. So maganda dito, not only on a rising market tayo mag-trade, but kahit pababa yung market, we can actually take advantage of it. Paano to? Well, this is just an exchange of money. If you are buying peso na may dollar ka, it's as if you're buying peso pero nagsisell ka ng dollar. Pero sa mata naman ng money changer, bumibili siya ng dollar, nagbebenta siya ng peso. So, you choose the stronger currency. So, parang sa boxing nga yan, sinasabi, it's always the aggressor who always wins the fight. Although, medyo na-disappoint tayo sa last match ni Manny. But, yeah, yun yung ma-expect natin from the currencies. So, it is a very liquid and very fast execution in this industry. So, maraming market players. So, hindi katulad ng stocks. When you decide to sell, you have to find a buyer. When you decide to buy, you have to find a seller. But here, with just a click of a button, when you're logged in the internet, always buy and sell lang. So, dire-diretso na kagad yun. So, also, what's good with this forex trading is that you can trade on a leverage. So, ano ba ang leverage? Sir, nasa construction kayo, I believe kayo din ba, sir? Or sino pa bang mga nasa construction dito? A lever simply is something that you use for you to lift a heavy object. So, kung pulley man yan, or crane, or whatever, ganun din sa forex market. Ay pertaining to the leverage that we can trade a large volume. Before po kasi, you have to have $100,000 for you to participate in the forex market. But right now, we are opening it to retail traders such as us. So even if you have just $1,000, pwede tayo makapag-participate in the market. So yun yung advantage natin with the forex market. So how can you earn? Yan naman ang bottom line natin. So always we trade two currencies at a time. For this example, it is GBP USD, British pound against the dollar. So mabilis po ba ako or okay naman? If you have any questions, just feel free po. We can do this as informal as possible if you want to. So, in GBP po natin, always, we have two currencies. The one on the left is what we call the base currency. The one on the right is what we call the quote currency. So, for this currency pair, we have, for example, 1.5600 as our exchange rate. So, may have a show of hands po kung, ayan na pala, napindot ko na. But, always, the quote of the currency pair always represents the quote currency. So, always, it's 1 unit of the base currency to how much of the quote currency. So, katulad po sa atin, ano po ba sa tingin nyo? Is it USD PHP or PHP USD? Ang current rate po natin, nasa 46.85 na po ata ngayon eh. Who among you thinks na USD PHP or USD PHP?
Base over code. Base over code.
Base over quote po.
USD.
Base over code.
PHP USD.
PHP USD?
USD PHP.
USD PHP. So, it's actually USD PHP. So, ang ginagamit po natin dito as a standard is $1 is to how many pesos? So, 44.85 pesos is equal to $1. Mahirap din po kasi may mga na-set na standards na po before with the international, yes, and also in the international standard international organization for standardization. Mahirap naman po kasi kung if 1 peso, how many dollars? 0.00 something yun. So mahirap i-quote. So, naging standards na po siya. So, with this, again, if we are expecting a bullish market or pataas na market, let's say our current rate for the Australian dollar against the US dollar is 0.77. In-expect natin pataas. So, assuming we have $100,000, we will sell the dollars and we will buy the Australian dollars. So, sa Australian dollars po, like this one, always this one, ang ginagamit po natin dyan is, ito po yung binibili natin palagi. The base currency. Binibili or binibenta. So, if something is mas nagmamahal, bibili ka na ba ngayon o bebenta mo ngayon? So, we'd rather buy. Isipin nyo lang po, kung pataas, mag-isip po kayo ng condominium. If pag pre-selling ang condominium, mas maganda, bumibili na kayo habang mura pa. Bago siya tumaas yung value niya, pag natapos na yung construction, tsaka mo siya ibebenta. So, we always trade the base currency. So, if we are expecting an uptrend, bibili po tayo ng base currency. So, in this process, we have bought $129,870.
Well, bali dyan yung base price mo ng Australian dollar, 0.77.
Ito po yung quote natin.
Oo, bali dyan sa sample na yan.
Sa sample po ito,
Per 1 US dollar.
1 Australian dollar po
Australian dollar
is equal to 0.77 na
0.77 na US
dollar. Yes. So, in this sense, mas malaki pa ang valuation ni US dollar. Kasi, 0.77 lang kailangan mo para sa isang Australian dollar. So, assuming, tumaas nga po itong rate na to, yung 0.77 naging 0.7770. So, pwede po natin ngayon, ibenta na natin yung Australian dollar. Since mura natin nabili at mahal natin na ibenta, we now have gained $909 for that. So, it's a profit for us. On the other hand, assuming US dollar is the base currency naman ito against the Canadian dollar. So again, base currency pa rin natin is yung nasa kaliwa, which is now the US dollar. So assuming we have, it's 1.245 yung rate natin for the USD CAD, ina-expect natin na pababa siya. So again, we assume that $100,000, since pababa yung value niya, we'd rather let it go. Kasi pababa yung value niya eh. So, bibili tayo ngayon against the Canadian dollar. So, Canadian dollar bibili natin, bebenta natin yung USD, we will get 124,500 Canadian dollars with this exchange rate. So, kung pababa siya, ngayon, 1.24 na lang yung exchange rate. So, mas nagmura.